I'm Colonel Francel Margareth Padilla. I'm a signal officer from the Philippine Army. So, ang signal officer, we deal with C4S, Command, Control, Communications, and Cybersecurity. But currently, I am designated as the spokesperson of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, I'm attending here in the capacity of being a C4S officer and a cybersecurity woman leader in the AFP. So, with this, I was invited to join part of the panel. And of course, we're talking about how the Armed Forces of the Philippines collaborates with different government entities, non-government entities, and of course different stakeholders then in order for us to attain a state of cyber-secured Philippines, so to speak. But hindi naman talaga to 100% attainable, but at least everyone is doing their fair share to contribute in some way in order for us to fortify our defenses and mitigate the threats geared towards the Philippines as a whole. For now, what we're looking into is the connection of the cyber attacks to the geopolitical tensions that we're facing. So we have issues in the West Philippine Sea as of this time, and this is a different type of ball game in terms of the challenges that the Philippines is facing. And so we're looking at this domain where the events, so to speak, are also happening. So along with land, air, and sea, the Armed Forces of the Philippines now is looking also at the cyber domain and its implications to every Filipino. As it is our task to protect the people and secure the state, it also transcends towards the cyber domain. So with the geopolitical tensions, there's a lot of propaganda that is coming out, a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. And this is what we're trying to counter. So in the past few months and weeks, we have been hearing in the news that we have been apprehending some alleged espionage activities that are happening within our country. And so we're looking at the implication of this using the cyber domain as well. If you look at the Philippines, we have a loophole in terms of our laws. Because prior to us having laws about cyber operations as a whole, what hardware do we use, what applications can each Filipino install or use in whatsoever, there are no laws as of the moment for that. But we have a cybercrime law and we also have a Data Privacy Act. So with this, if you look at it, it is more geared towards the criminal activity behind the use of the cyber domain. But this is already in the works. It passed through the different agencies already for review, and currently it is now at the Office of the President. So we're waiting for that law to be passed, and this will serve as a foundation and as a guide for all of the agencies, both government, non-government, and the civilian sector to implement and of course have their own IRR of sorts in their respective organizations. Basically, these are not these are not actually media. It doesn't break out in the media if it is successful, because usually what's covered by the media is the negative side of it, when the breaches occur, when the attacks are already in full swing towards a particular organization. But when there are incidents where the attacks are mitigated or the attacks did not push through, this does not end up in the news. But what is important is, as long as we listen to only bits and pieces and a few incidents, therefore, our cybersecurity efforts are working because we are able to mitigate all of these attacks. Because if you look at the vectors of attacks, there are thousands of attacks at any one instance every day. So if the successful attack is one too many, only a few gets out there in the news. Therefore, our intrusion detection systems and intrusion prevention systems are at play and they're working. From this summit, basically, the networking is one good aspect of it, and there's also a very good play of conversation between our panelists in our panel. So we are able to listen to an international actor giving his take on certain issues. We also have from the part of law enforcement. We have also from the part of the government or IT sector. So all of this, the fusion of the conversation between all of this comes into one common goal no, to attain a state of integrated and interoperable means of cyber securing our country. And of course, teaching our kababayans to be able to know about cybersecurity incidents and how they can protect themselves and mitigate these attacks as a normal Filipino citizen. It's highly recommendable, no, because we see that the different participants share a different kind of flavor to each conversation. So this one gives really a takeaway to anybody who's gonna attend these activities, and it's really one good takeaway for somebody who will really take the time out to join these forums and be part of the conversation.